instantly connects it? Are we on and off? I'm so sick of this shit. You literally disconnected me and reconnected me instantly? Bullshit.
The whole thing was a blow up. What?
The last one.
Event Film Festival in programma questa bella.
You took that right now.
Type in the location or the places you want to visit, and they will give you a full introduction to the tour. And sometimes they will use some technology to give you a sense, immersive experience in this tour.
You can watch people camping from your couch.
Do that.
You can do that.
An armchair traveler.
Armchair traveler.
Yeah, that will reduce the
Oh my God!
carbon
What a
footprint.
euphemism for armchair traveling.
Couch traveler.
The big business.
Yeah, traveling with your mind.
Oh, my stuff is
Yeah,
as clean as
that-
it's getting now.
And Patrick doesn't like it too much, but
It's a good thing these weren't dry because they wouldn't be right
we'll be
now
back
either.
after the break with more roundtable discussion.
Looking for magic. How inspiring to think. Want to hear about current events in China from different perspectives? Then tune in to Roundtable.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Roundtable, coming to you live from Beijing.
The rain dripping onto Legos.
Roundtable.
Connecting China and the world.
We bring you fun and timely discussions about what's affecting our lives everywhere, every day. Tune in to Roundtable, where the East meets the West, and understanding is the goal.
How are you? What's on your mind? Let's have a heart-to-heart on Roundtable. Ask us anything. We'll help you answer it. Send a voice memo to ezfmroundtable@foxmail.com. We'll play your question on Roundtable, then talk through it on the live show. Take care. We can't wait for heart-to-heart with you.
Informed opinion and heated debate. Find out what's got China talking. And join us for your roundtable discussions.
You're listening to Roundtable with myself, He Yang, joined by Huang Shen and Patrick Flannery.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, guys.
Got it.
Well, with glamping, it's just such a ridiculous word when you think about it, but maybe that's going to be the future trend. Because who doesn't want a little bit of glam with everything we do?
Yeah,
Plenty of people, actually.
I really want to try that. For a very long time, I've been fascinated by the concept of safari in Africa, and then you can live in a glamorous tent and you can see the starry night, and during the night you can hear the animals, wild animals, like patrolling around your tent. Who is it?
Well, I don't know how long you'll be listening to them roaming your tent before you hear nothing at all.
And also, well, it's almost like receiving queen treatment. You know, Queen Elizabeth II, I remember she stayed in the tree house or some place like that.
Escape taxes.
Yeah, she did.
Which
Yeah, you look so surprised.
Yeah,
type it into Google. The government will hear you.
Kind of doing the Henry David Thoreau thing. What was happening there?
No comment.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
I have to look at that online. I don't completely have lost the thread.
You probably need to poke around a little
Queen
bit.
Elizabeth in a treehouse.
Yeah. And
Wow.
with her hubby.
Writing that down.
Yeah. Coming up on today's show, you might have thought that toys are for kids, but apparently adults are spending tons of money. I'm talking about 5 digits, 6 digits of Chinese yuan on these things. Why do adults love toys still? And our heart-to-heart segment, that's when we answer your voice questions. If you have a question, we're here to answer it. Please send a voice memo to ezfmroundtable@foxmail.com. opportunity that you apply on the live show. If you're listening to our show on demand, you can find us at Roundtable China on Apple Podcasts.
Forcing
and
people to a fucking gunpoint
And now,
and under
Roundtable
threat
as
of
we continue our discussion.
I don't know.
Designer toys,
Forcing
also
really
called
horrible
art
things
toys, are
repeatedly.
toys and
Bad
collectibles
news.
created by artists and designers, often ripped off of pop culture tropes such as hip-hop, graffiti, and Japanese manga culture. In the mid-2000s, designer toy collectors in China were a very small community. But now, the retail market for designer and artistic toys is worth billions of dollars and collectors galore. So we are talking about a huge market for toys.
Yeah.
What exactly are the toys we're talking about?
So we're not talking about all kinds of toys, but we'll focus on designer toys. And if we want to see how big the market is, we just, according to a Frost and Sullivan's research report, it said that the retail market size of Chinese designer toys in 2019 was about 20.7 billion yuan, and the agency expects that in 2024 it will increase to 76.3 billion yuan with a compound annual growth rate of 29.8%. And I think I'm not an expert in this regard, but I've noticed some really popular designer toys recently. I think one is the Pop Mart, the blind box type of toys, because whenever I went to my favorite gym, it's in a shopping mall, and next to it is a vending machine for blind boxes, and I could always see at least 5 people waiting in line for several vending machines to get their favorite blind box from that particular brand, Pop Mart. And also another one is, I did the research before the show, is the Bear Brick, and it's very popular because some of my favorite idols, they always show their collections of this bear. And also the very famous one is the other one is the Cos, and we also searched there's a collaboration between Cos and the Dior, and for one really cute fluffy toy, which is a pink like house-like figure, and then he dressed in a very nice cut and the Dior black suits, and that toy can be sold at over, I think it's over $2 million US dollar. So it's definitely collectible and also popular item in auction houses. And of course, with auctions, it depends on the popularity of the particular item. The price could, go up because they're kind of competing to see who can get their hands on that coveted item. And yeah, with these designer toys or just collectible toys, if not for Huang Shen explaining to us and also doing some research, I would have thought it was just like merchandise from existing franchises like the Marvel Universe or some of these Japanese manga franchises, or I've actually seen people who collect, let's say, the Iron Man suit, but real life human size. And apparently once you get into that,
is that called cosplaying?
I don't know.
Is that word?
Yeah.
Armin and are you talking about Armani and Cosby?
Is that what it is essentially? You dress up in character?
It's more like an offline activity for those manga culture enthusiasts. So they would like to imitate their favorite figures in those cartoons.
So
And
kind of like that.
embodies this.
Yeah. But with the sticking with my example of Iron Man suit, human size, then it's very expensive to get one, and also apparently you can't bend over or really move your body very much because Iron Man.
Iron Man doesn't need to tie shoes. So.
Have a butler to do it for you.
Yeah.
Or did I get it confused with Batman?
The butler is Batman.
Not a particularly big fan of superheroes, but you get what I mean. And then with Batman,
Line mingle. Big fan of line mingle.
yes, always.
Superhero.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I arrived like a bit late to the party. Sorry about that. But definitely, it seems like this is one area that is growing surprisingly.
Hear that?
You can't even say it. Can't even pronounce it.
Yeah, but what's your observation with the toy market?
We know that it's, it's never been just for children, right? I mean, there's been an adult fascination with, everything from action figures, which I used to love, to, like you said, sort of these life-size character embodiments, and the swords and all these accessories, and just the fascination with, I think, being a completist. You
Completist.
Yeah, you like start a collection, and then you want to see it through. And there's been a number of kind of studies and reports on this throughout coronavirus that's finding that it's become more of a therapeutic process for a a lot of people.
Playing with the toys or collecting?
Well, a little of both, because it's taken them back to a time. It's feeding the nostalgia that so many people kind of rely on when they're in times of extreme stress, and they know that, hey, it's kind of like comfort food, right? It's like, I've got this. This is something I can still do. They're not going to take the virus. Can't take this away from me.
Oh,
and
the virus will take everything from you.
And sort of an offshoot of that, we were talking about this earlier today, is the sort of unpackaging of these items, the unboxing culture that's associated with these. People will go on video sites, YouTube and beyond, to watch somebody unbox a pair of, maybe it's a pair of expensive shoes, but in this case, toys. And they want to see how it's arranged in the box. How does it look when it comes out? There's so much wrapped up in this. I don't want to say it's an obsession, but it's a passion, I think a lot of people have. And I think of the 40-year-old version of that movie. He had all the action figures and boxes around his apartment, and it's a little bit like that. I don't find anything childish about this at all. I think some people collect cars, some people collect toys. It's just how much money do you want to invest, and how much time is it worth?
But with cars, we know that is a symbol. Well, at least it's associated with adult life. But with toys, and also spending so much money on it, and even going online or whatnot to sort of show off.
Yeah.
Oh, I have
it's
this.
Bragging rights. It's investment to a degree. Like, if I buy this now and hang on to it for 20 years, maybe I could turn it around. I mean, that's a little odd, but people do it. You go to flea markets. You have markets where you'll find old stuff that's never been opened, and there's a value to it.
I wonder if this has something to do with, first of all, people's disposable income. First of all, you need to have the money to spend on this stuff.
Right.
Also, in the old days, and let's just say 10 years ago, 20 years ago, when you're in
the good old days of what, 2005? Yeah. Sorry, my math is failing me as well.
In the past, let's put it that way. When people were kind of expected by social pressure and family or whatnot that you would be married at a certain age, that you would, usually, and you'd be expecting kids after getting married. And I wonder how much time and money would someone have to spend on toys and for the enjoyment of yourself, not for your kids to enjoy the toys. I think there's something that must have happened in society for this kind of behavior. I mean, allowed is the wrong word, but for it to sort of grow and become prevalent and even mainstream, and also to become a market where trading happens. And also another thing would be the price of these goods appreciate. At least this is what some people are wishing.
Yeah, they have different priorities, and people don't necessarily prioritize wanting to start a family. They'd rather sort of perpetuate a collection they've got. We know about Generation Z, right? Those aged 25 and younger. They've grown up in a more consumptive environment. Would that be the right word? Consumptive, consuming,
consumeristic
state of mind. It's don't want to say they're more materialistic, but they are. And what happens is you find that, when they spend on, whether it's merchandise or new technology, which is really what it is, people will get obsessed with like VR, right, or something, and they pour their earnings into that. And at some point, perhaps their priorities change. Most people's do, but yeah, who am I to judge?
Yeah, we're not judging. That's
Yeah.
that's the last thing we would do. But with,
The Western
I mean, these
viewpoint,
really
Americanized
expensive
Western,
toys is one
the
thing.
Western
And with the
hemispherical Western.
blind
How the fuck
box
is
that
Britain Western?
Yes.
Function mentioned earlier, that's completely
Further
another
east,
thing.
if I-
It's so
isn't it
easy
easter than
to
east?
sort of get into the game with 59
Yuan.
yuan and
But it's super addictive. That's how tricky
yeah.
these like
$8.
brands are. So
That's how you start with crack,
literally
too.
at the
No,
beginning,
no,
you
no,
even
$8,
didn't
look
think
at
that
that.
you would be addicted
Fuck.
to this kind of toy collection. But as long as you jump into this hobby, then you find you can't stop. So that's a little bit scary because it's just for the starter. If you are a beginner level, you're only to pay 59 yuan for one blind box, and then when you open that box, it's like gambling or just a lucky draw. You can open it whether to see whether the toy or the figurine is like your favorite or not.
I
But as more
really
you
despise this
invest,
kind of stuff, man. Like, personally, I can't stand it.
How very careful I can be. But that's a drop
Anything
of
that plays on
4,000 feet, my
people's
darling.
emotions and, like, the innocence and naivete to get money out of them, I hate that. Fucking hate that.
I ain't no downtown clown. I run the mellow ass sounds, the real shit. Yo, come along, follow the map, my controller who will hold you like a stiff dick, who work you like a flick trick. I'm crazy back, cause shit is getting ill sick. I'm deck out the verbs, nigga, it's the big mix. Coming fat from the vats of black racks. In fact, I cramp stacks of acts upon your shelves so fans can help themselves. I prove my record sales. Move along, cause yo, there ain't no pausing. I'm causing catastrophe. I hate to be the one coming after the black dick dastardly. I heat them up even in winter. I spend it for Guinness. I'm eating pussies for dinner, but just remember, I ain't go
They're trying
downtown
to save
clown. I run
mental
the
health
mellow
ones
ass
in
sounds,
one
the
of
real
these
shit, boy.
buildings.
Straight
Figure out
from
which
the
one they're
dead.
going to.
Hey, yo, Grant, she back it up. 5 for 5 on the dead or alive. Boom, soft with tennis with sour cream for chops. No job. If I was you, I'd come through and catch a dose on my strict technique. Straight from Suicide Street. I work a beat like a cop. Trash a pawn shops, wanting city trends, cause I'm giving it a speed now. Yeah, there ain't no frontin' on the fact. Consider deadly in my habitat like a green spot trap. I run the J-Fast sounds. I'm flipping real shit down. So check shorty straight from the dead ground. Your dead land kids, dirty beers for niggas with Papa Hash. Digger, stash, know what I'm saying? I'm out the race like stank on sewage. If your record ain't out by now, you fucking blew it. I ain't here to welcome faggot imitations. I smother brothers some watching fade from that suffocation. I got shorties in irreversible comas, while stops wreck trash like super vets doing donuts. Chill out and post it at the Barbary Coast where queens be on the seas and less than apple seeds. I do my tracks like country blacks, ain't fat back. Doper than a sack of crack, crushing it's back. No question, I'm putting the rest in your notions of coming west. Without your bulletproof vest. On the sets, I do no less than my best to let you know your SS was dropped on the rocket set. Check, stay out the park if you're scared of the dark. Understand, I'll be around, straight from the dead ground.
Problem is dirty water. People don't understand the water in the gutter could be coming up out of the sewer. That's why the sewer's working where the roads go up and down and all that shit.
watch me vacuum that seal. Grab a hold of that wheel. Help the lottie, I feel. Pop shit burning, heat still. Chop it, moving that waste. Dancing spells of propane. Exposing one to his face. Blast up in race. Fuck up in his shoe late. Hey. Just push it in, listen, I'm spin, rapping vicious, cause I push it to my limits, fucking checks, I'm a hitless while I ain't on my business, I'ma get it in a minute, can you feel it, how I kill shit, to fucking back shit up, can you see my stress, know the life's goal, it's just a fucking test, only strong survive, gotta be the best, cause I'm complex, none like the rest, not blessed by a curse, so I cool with a smirk, early morning ride verse, hype up like a perk, hope you get it, how it works, but on top, then I burst, got spilled, paint your shirt like a knife, then we lurk, my songs, what a merc, out of control, go berserk, lunge hard where it hurts, so I hit him with my words, try to steal, reimburse, lights on, wheels skirt, it dispersed and reversed with these words in the universe. Music pop an addiction, I can't begin the fiction. I saw you bitching with stitches, I fucking warn your prediction, and all you see is just fiction. My fire burning with friction, your phone shine a reflection. Fucking riding and mission, there ain't no lack of restriction. They got me praying religion, I quickly counting my digits, a picture description. Plenty pause ammunition, that time me out with submission, a flexion to a tradition, a turret firing mission. I be popping no pills, watch me vacuum that seal. Grab a hold of that wheel, help the lottie, I feel. Pop shit burning, heat chill, chop it, moving that weight. Dancing spells of propane, exposing one to his face. Blast up in race, fuck up in his shoe late. Hey, music going in eternity, so I gotta burn a seed, murder keys, 2 degrees, dropping like you got disease. I be out, you choke a freeze, fast by my expertise, face drop, you look displeased. I got cheese, book a cut of money breeze, on your knees, I take a squeeze, help him wheeze, push it, gotta pay the fees, turning up with Tennessee, burn a ball with their knees, same fucking enemy, trying to find a better beat, popping only primo trees, go. I be baking the cake and the rest of you is forsaken. My fire got your face and you catch your feelings. You're shaking the time, brand demonstration. Go your up inspiration, letting down for patient. That's all I kept you waiting and catching down his pain. Ain't the games you play, teeth speeding and laning. A better beat, no complaining. I take my rage in the cages. Style, walk you crazy. The bomb is pushing me blazing. Damn, I feel like I breathe. I smell the word to deceive. I spend it on retrieves. To take it on or leave. You gotta put the labor to get a chance of the paper. To get the houses and acres. I think about the neighbors. I better sooner or later. I get your records and traders. Cause I'm the master creator. They hit the taste of my flavor. To my natural nature, because they're just gonna hate you because I'm making a major. Hey, cause I'm burning and turning with all lyrical learning. My panic got you concerning, cause I've been constantly conserving, strike it down, reoccurring. I fucking work for my burning. I'ma hit you the service, cook a whipping and stirring. I fucking hate you, rap burning, cause that was not in the burden. This modern once be observing, can't you see we are learning? True spanic and from the fucking one, I'm the urban, right in the game of swerving, step the gate and return. I be popping no pills, watch me vacuum that seal. Grab a hold of that wheel, help the lottie, I feel. Pop shit burning, heat still, chop it, moving that weight. Dancing spells of propane, exposing one to his face. Blast up in race, fuck up in his shoe late. Hey, I be popping no pills, watch me vacuum that seal. Grab a hold of that wheel, help the lottie, I feel. Pop shit burning, heat still, chop it, moving that weight. Dancing spells of propane, exposing one to his face. Blast up in race, fuck up in his shoe late. Hey.
There we go. I feel my hands going out.
We get sad on the truth.
Just do what you do and you love in life. It's all that matters. Fuck it.
Wow, and the smoke is go.
Man, I'm down for some shit. When it comes to the ground, I went to bars, had a slap with a fifth. I done back on my shit, trying to peanut butter strap in the whip. And I almost made it back to the crib, but it's back to the slip. Put a trap to the flip. Little nigga keep a hammer and a back for the shit. That little nigga, yes, I once was.
It's very shiny when it's wet.
Guns, never did I trust love. I've lost a lot of friends, out of my friends switch you. The info got thirsty, that's why I stay with a pistol. Stay on my hip too, stay to the fixin' mission. They dreams, zombie tips that get placed in this issue. Deuce, bullets, face the nipple like a baby mine. I whip the Texas, same size as a baby gun.
The Canadian Forces MP logo is so fucking different. There's no confusion. It's universal everywhere except Canada. Sometimes Canadians get ahead of themselves. But the whole world to be bilingual is very smart. So that it's written out in full letter, in full words, in French anyway. Yeah. You have to get right up to read it. Niggas that can live off dollars from meatballs and whipping cigars forever. I'll be stripping the fucking stripping the
and thank you, Father, for the fact that I can wake up and see my kids. With every blessing comes a curse, and I know that I'm still stressing. But as a man, I can't show that. I told my daughter that they never have to worry, but I'm worried, and they're gonna have to worry. Well, fuck that shit. That's why I'm always moving. I turn this step into a comeback breaking. Instead of comeback quick, still tall, man, I'm right here. Right here, for it long. I'm gonna keep my homies right here. Shots got a 6-1, I can't let you. I get this kind of love from my white bills. You niggas laugh when we try and we fight tears. Now I got 30 and it's 9 and some 8 years. I still got 30 and it's 40 losing right here. Even got the ass kid out with 40, it ain't nice here. 7-6 stuck to the hip too. You wish you had this life, I wish my life was more simple. We kept the gun, but it's a life I like the cripple. That toys G2, nigga grew the bitch at impulse. You ever heard your man, knowing that he dying on you? Listen to him saying it's alright, but he trying on you, driving him to safety. Cause some niggas is surviving on you, swallowing my pride. There's no emotion, but I'm tired on you. I'm no pressure, but I'm pressure passing the fight. Dodge that line, now it's up to the light. We the broad-day shooters, really bright at night. We only have time blocking, but we talking tonight. You do that crystal, never put 30 grand on my pistol. That's lightweight, cause I got 30 jams in the pistol and I might spray. Got enough bullets to fill the fish, yeah, that's nice way. Cause if I pull it, then I would miss you. For the crime, nigga. 2019 takeover, nigga.
Yo, see, that was kind of flat. Gotta go. This shit here says chat disconnected, blah blah blah. It says successfully connected. This never happened before. Successfully connected. And apparently that happened at the same instant I was pressing go. Things are clean. I'll have to change it tomorrow. Yeah, so my cigarettes were upright like this, and they didn't get wet. Not enough water got in this pocket to get through here for them to get wet.
Yo, I'm from the streets where them niggas don't talk to the cops. On the hip, niggas know they walk with the Glock. Any type of beef, then they pop in them shots. Like nigga better get out of the way. When I shoot, I don't miss, okay. 719 nigga all day. Niggas know what? Well, who? I swear through work. I hop out. The clip's on. The bullets pop out. You see that nigga? He shake. Looking like a mental patient. Nah, nigga, I ain't got no patience. You see how the cake shaking? You sound like an earthquake. You can get earth today, nigga. His name is Dave. It's real shit. When we pulling up, pop shit. I hit him up. Don't give not one fuck. You hear me screaming? This shit is real. I don't even need a fucking record deal. Niggas all know I got a street deal. Empty out the whole clip, no it's real.
Oh,
empty out the whole clip, no it's real.
Oh, I know. Stupid defect up in the corner of the box. Those are wet.
Shiny boy, nigga, you hear that? Murder gang poppin', something like beer caps. Cocaine chopping, nigga, that pure facts. Never let the ops smell, blocking like air wax. They hear that? Looking back, couple of niggas in there for minute. When we drop this shit, know a couple of niggas that related. Seeing different mothers, but niggas always related. They didn't hear me. Rolling with killers, I know they got me though. See us in the streets, will never take us for puppy show. Rolling on his hammer is heavy, and so we lock it up. 40 cats singing, it's like it's been in an opera show. You know, the run top, we on fire. Going downtown on the street, turning desire. Model looks up, but still he's on the wire. His whole crew looking like a choir. Niggas singing, yeah, white like Mel Gibson. Picture, made a short stop like Cal Ripken. Flipping, prison out white like Don Christians. Nipping on this big farm like Rob Picton.
I'ma still shine light on your grave and send shots to them boys who threw dirt on your name. It's no lie, better run when them shells are checked. It's 7-5, but I still fuck with hell.
I'll use that box now. If there was any mold or anything anywhere on that piece of paper, it's been activated by the water. Even if it dries out, it'll spread out to the seed or something to the next seed, the next pad.
And me and 19, we were setting up the shop. I was moving shit quick while I was shipping up the side. Our cooperation led to an operation and all. Everything we did was always beneficial for the squad. Trapped all day, yeah, I trapped all day. And I got it out the mud, you could ask Trap God J. Just let me, nigga, don't tap me, nigga. Nigga, slap it on the song. I ain't no 10th Street, nigga, from the old school. No ski mask, we were nylon. The feds getting me posted on the corner like a pylon. King Cobra, cannot the scales off a python. Creeping through your crib, you better sleep with the lights on. Nightmares was always seen, stepping out the front door. The black wasn't war zone, what you think I keep a gun for? Try to ride on me and my team, nigga, you done for. A crowd of niggas, that's what a young boy in the pump sport. Ride, my nigga, just ride, beat it on him right now. No gloves when you done, give the eyes a wipe down. All day I dream of those straps, we got stripes now, but don't get ahead of yourself. They knock your lights out.
Those little bits of garbage, those little tiny bits, the ones I sort of think don't really matter, except that more will build up on top. It slows down just enough of the water. It builds up like 4 or 6 inches up on the road. Yeah, and then cars are racing through it, and some of it is sewage water. Yes, it is, because it's mixed overflow. When it rains, the downspouts that are connected to the sanitary sewer, which aren't supposed to be, really that should be illegal by this point. Overflow the sanitary, so it overflows into the storm sewers. As the storm water's rushing downhill, it's rushing above the fucking surface of the road over and over. And it drains out over and over and over. As it travels over the road, if there's garbage on the grill, it's gonna fucking travel across to the next one.
Yeah, the devil is free gas. What up? Nah, Boy Rock's record 2009. We're gonna make it. Yeah, they ain't stopping us, eh? Nah, they ain't stopping us. Nah. Check it. No Dreamcast, let them know. I was born to grow up abandoned and poor. Take medications that make me tired and also sore. I never asked for this, it just kinda came. Now I'm trying to make money, I'm after the fame. Kids blame me for everything that went bad. My dad was an alcoholic, he drank till he passed. I lived in constant doubt, I always had to shout to get my point across. I lived in about 100 different group homes, never had the same bed for a month. I felt alone, they kept on changing my meds, they kept on changing my mood. My parents kicked me out when I was 12, it's nothing new, that's how I was raised. Went through all elementary school getting hazed. I met this girl, our friendship went terribly wrong, but that's just another reason for emotion in this song. Life is what you make it, through the thick and the thin. Been lost in the struggle, still I'm striving to win. Sin in my soul, boils these decisions down. King of depression held down by your glittering crown. After Pac's high, mama had a heap on the back. Now I'm trying to make fat stacks off of these tracks. Trying to be the best, and all these things that I do. Say fuck the
world. I go with the infinite truth. Strike times, night crimes make me want to give in. No surrendering from all those places I've been. This is for my bad health and the things I create. This is for my world and all of the things that I say. Every moment above ground is a gift from above. Through the pains in the field, towards hate and the love. Gotta keep trucking even if I might break shit. And all the people keep telling me you're gonna make it.
Yeah, shot a film in DJ's Part 2, but 1995, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna kick some French style for me, you know what I'm saying? Kicking it with my nigga MC Spade, Mr. K, Lil West, you know what I'm saying? We finna bump like this here, so check it out. Buster King stepped to MC Spade, but don't understand. Pimpin' from the south, deeply rooted with a master plan. Motherfuckers try my patience, but don't know what's up. Grab the grenade, pop the pin, blow them hoes up. Making sure I'm leaving all them motherfuckers in the ditch. Let them know that MC Spade ain't to be fucked with. I be coming hard for you niggas who didn't know I couldn't reach. For your 9 play dumb, nigga, I wish you would. Cause I'm finna hit you in your chest and knock the wind out. Say something smart and I'ma have to take your ass out. With the nigga 9 on my fucking hip. Reach for my left, grab my clip, cause I can't slip. Smoking on some things while I sip on the plane of yak. With my niggas eyes held off their back. Funny sex, ride through the park, blowing AC while I'm cheaping, man. Bitches looking at me cause they know a nigga blind clean. And they couldn't think I popped them helmets and then I start to say niggas getting chased cause they looking at me like they me. But I got that go back lock resting on the side of me. For a buster ass nigga thinking he be on the creek. Making cheese every day. Yeah, that shit gon' keep on sticking it on another bitch. Cause I'm packing with you niggas that can drop the gangsta shit. Kicking pimpin' bitch. It don't matter cause the M is coming in. Making my pockets gotta stop at the liquor store. Get a bill for tango break. Cut up a switch to sweet. Fill that bitch up with some hate. Clock on my hip in case a motherfucker on the trip. On your lip, you gon' be a victim of a it's the West Smack, smoking on a fat sack. With my gat that goes, spread that tat on the dope track. With my nigga T, drop after drop, sale after sale. Then we bail, headed to the mall, much clientele. Then we bail till it's silent, see what bitches doing tonight. High as a kite, watch your step, it's tight. Rolling through the North Cold, breathing slow as we stroll. Hoping nobody's scoping me. Watching my DJ ACP with the Glock, is cock popping, man, your punk is to the block. That's what you get when you go with niggas. It's drilling to the mission. Your ass can't text me. Coming to it, I got a 12 in my 9 spot. Take your ass straight to the most by 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, hell, bitch. Low waist is drop the empty clips. In my tight shit, what should I do? Never let the niggas know. Shout the pistol, down straight up on it now. Trying to think of something trick. If I make it to my ride, got to look that nigga quick. Tap him off this running fast, but a nigga just can't slack. Till I make it to my shit. If I'm hit, I'm coming back. Open up my door, grab my 9 from my point. 6 shots are coming quickly, so that Nina gotta protect me. Back a motherfucker, you just skipped with the wrong nigga. Now you got the answer to my motherfucking wrong trigger. I'ma handle bitches, you can't fuck with the shout of guilt. Cause your ass, you go down. Cause a nigga just can't sleep.
Fucking hell, like what the fuck is this shit? Why are people obsessed with getting on everybody? Plastic fucking fibers and shit. Just fucking garbage produced strictly for the purpose of fucking being thrown into the environment for no reason. Garbage. Oh, it's necessary. What? Economy? What? Synthetic fucking plastic bullshit.
I bet I made these niggas run for my nigga, 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 run. I bet I make these niggas run for my nigga just to flash off the blue steel, cap hill. You look at his man, and his man feel is real. Out here, shit hits the fan hard. I open niggas doors to the crib like the landlord. This shit wasn't planned, God. Niggas tried to for me. I told this bitch to leave my house when she was trying to come for me. This bitch thought I distance, so she told her bro to run for me. Came on a fight thing, but I wasn't. I made him run for me. Yeah, I got my gun out. Told this nigga turn around and have 5 seconds to run, or you gon' bang the ground. Took off, fell face first when he heard the sound. I ain't even hit this nigga. I think the sound is out. Nigga went in shock, and I never seen his face again. I did it by myself. I wasn't trying to catch a case again. Next day he called my phone off of my tape. Told him come where I'm at. It's gonna be a flat nigga. Run for my 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 nigga. Niggas run for my nigga. 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 Run for my nigga.
Run from a nigga when I ride with the pit bro. Do a home invasion, get the fuck, tell them sit down. I didn't give a fuck about that bitch that he did though. She's sitting right there and I still slap this whip out. Yellow take the place, call the corners and pastors. Niggas say they want my head, well now I'm laughing. The big bump in the straight lines can't pass this. And if you do, then the scene get drafted. Stressed out, who got a blunt and you pass one? Wake up every day with doubts like it's my last one. These cops better free flee for a cartel. And I got more bars than the Don jail. Fucking wild, sight fist when I pop the 9. There ain't no limit to this living, nigga. Fuck this guy, trust him why? I can't trust him, but I fucking try. Fuck these guys, I'm an it. I bet I make these niggas
run for my nigga. 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 Run for my make these niggas run for my nigga. 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 Run for my nigga.
The Raw Foundation will take that up, they all die. I'm smoking. Did I ain't smoking today?
Some motherfucking mafia. They ain't come home tonight. Nah, they ain't come home tonight. I got some dogs doing 5 trying to see the light, but they ain't coming home tonight. I got some dogs doing 10 trying to see the light, but they ain't coming home tonight. I got some dogs doing life trying to see the light, but they ain't coming home tonight. They paid the price, gave their life, they had to sacrifice, and they ain't coming home tonight. Free up all the dogs that ain't coming home tonight. I got you back, once you get out the beer tight. I got you family, anything that you need.
$2 on the thousand,
They ain't coming home tonight. I got some dogs doing 10 trying to see the light, but they ain't coming home tonight. I got some dogs doing life trying to see the light, but they ain't coming home tonight. They paid the price, gave their life, they had to sacrifice.
I don't want to know the Jamaican girls, but I'm not going up there if it's not going to be there. Those different races, white person, country, so I don't talk to them. Ohio owe you something for the food my money paid for to give you a job. That's why. I owe you something.
Motherfucker ran his lips, so we got a spot. You better walk it out. You better fly out. Cause I'ma lock him up and put him in the doghouse. Deeper than rap, but this ain't game back. Come on, true, I'm familiar, we can get a rat. We can hunt him down, put the cheese in the trap. I drop money, I tell him lay me down. Oh, you fuck, roll up 100 rounds. Put the raps in the dirt, yeah, the fucking ground. I got some dollars to the five, trying to see the light, but they ain't coming home tonight. I got some
I noticed today there are antennas on the roof. The roof.
they ain't coming home tonight. I got some dollars to a life, trying to see the light, but they ain't coming home tonight. They pay the price,
Oh, it's possible some rain got it. Looks like it got in, but not much. Looks like it dried out already. There are antennas on the roof. That means it's probably wired to these fucking things here, right? Maybe. I don't remember seeing the antennas up there before. Oh, I fucking hate hair, right?
Got it for the low, got it for the low. What you really know, I got all the snow. Come right off the boat, come right off the boat. Come right off the boat, come right off the boat. This year you already know. I feel like I've been the GOAT. I know I can hold my own. I know I can hold my own. All I know that crime pay. I'ma get it one day. I'm cruising down the highway. All I know that crime pay. Get 'em money 5 ways. I'm cruising down the highway. I'ma get it one day.
Yeah, they talking, but they never lived it. I've been gunning for them 7 digits. Came back with a better vision. I ain't never switching. I'ma get this chicken. Crime pays, that's my way. Try to tell them, but they never listen. Fuck the ops, fuck the cops. I'ma make $1 million when a Merry Christmas. I've been on it since Dipset. Now they wanna get their lips wet. All these bitches used to try to swear me. Now I'm flexing on them with this pimp set.
All I know that crime pay. I'ma get it one day. I'm cruising down the highway. All I know that crime pay. Get 'em money 5 ways. I'm cruising down the highway. I'ma get it one day. All I know that crime pay. I'ma get it one day. I'm cruising down the highway. All I know that crime pay. Get 'em money 5 ways. I'm cruising down the highway. I'ma get it one day. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. I can't sleep, these nightmares already. Gotta keep both hands on the wheel.
Case of the virus, more than 600,000 people have died. The U.S. recording 3.9 million infections, more than 142,000 deaths. New cases are surging. California recorded a record 12,800 new cases in the last 24 hours. On the same day, it surpassed New York State for the most cases in the country. Trauma side will begin
It's
tonight,
been
city
wiping
marks
out
the
the
second
bats.
anniversary of the
We don't understand.
The
The
family
bats have not been getting over it.
Juliana Cose's laid flowers at the base of trees that were planted in their memory at Withrow Park a year ago.
Oh, fuck off. Trees for us to stand under while we smoke weed and sell drugs to white kids.
Me and you, shorty, yeah, finna get it on. I'm hot when I do my thing. You hot too when you do your thing. We hot when we do a thing, so let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. So let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. So let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. Riding down Lake Street, suckers wanna hate me. Probably cause they see me sitting shoddy with they ladies. I'm fly, should've known better. Everybody know that I'm a real go-getter. Go get your girl, go get your chick. See you do your thing, baby girl, with them hips. You an angel in disguise, you a devil in disguise. I'm a devil in disguise, we can get it on, girl. Come to my world, we can get this thing poppin'. I show you things you never seen, girl, and I ain't stopping. We roll through the hood, everybody know me. Only 21 and I'm a real OG, yeah. Let me do my thing, I wanna hear you sing my song when I rap to it, yeah. Took a break from the game, went insane, now I'm back to it, back. Thinking about taking you home, me and you, shorty, yeah, finna get it on. I'm hot when I do my thing, you hot too when you do your thing.
The U.S. is 3.9 million cases, Congo has 8,000, we see
baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. Let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. Let's do a thing, baby girl, yeah, let's do a thing. I wanna do my thing, she wanna do a thing. Up in the studio, bet I can make it sing. Real 6 represent a Saskatoon soldier, reppin' my city, man, but I told ya I'm fly, she fly too. And when it's time to ride, I know she gon' ride too. Why hide you? You a good girl. Roll with me, you be living in a good world. Thinking about taking you home, like the way you do that, baby girl, get it on. Girl, I put it on. I'm a city man.
Blocked off the right lane right at the start of that ramp that leads to the 427, and it's because of flooding here. So this route westbound Gardner slow the whole way from the DVP to the 427, and it was already that way before we got this crew blocking off the right lane, so that's not going to help things. On the west QEW, volume right from that point, 427 to Mississauga Road. Recently had crews leave that scene for flooding as well. And they're now on the eastbound QEW, approaching Imperial, the right lane now blocked off because of flooding here as well. So the MTO's on 7, minor volume east of the river from Parkside to east of Dufferin.
Everyone's doing my thing. You're real. No, you hit it with women. Yes, you do. It's the only thing in common. Every fucking time you fuck my machine up.
Reported 531, and with the extended forecast, we have all additional temperatures.
Primarily, these thunderstorms are in a line from King